Welcome back to the Friday Marketing News by Future Scale. I am your new correspondent, Thandiwe, and my background is in marketing. My intention is never to look down on any creative rollouts or demos, but to encourage dialogue between all of us, to hold each other accountable on what we share on any platform. According to Accenture's latest research, the constantly changing priorities of 61% of customers due to the world's current state of affairs, have led to an evolution in the way they interact with brands. What does this mean? It's time to move away from complacent creativity and focus on being more innovative. In a recent article by Corey Trefiletti, he argues that we may have reached the pinnacle of media innovation. It has reached a level of maturity that is structured and disciplined. Therefore, we must earn the right to communicate with our audience, and we must entertain them at least a little bit. As February 14th approaches, we brace ourselves for the influx of promotions and advertisements. Predictably, our inboxes are flooded with gift ideas for our significant others, while our TVs are taken over by sugary sweet commercials. Who can forget the catchy Joy in My Heart campaign by Cadbury? Fast forward to 2024, and while there have been some good ads, there have also been a few that missed the mark. Some lacked creativity, while others overused Gen Z terms to the point of exhaustion. The standout campaign this week is Netflorist. Keep your drink safe and keep your toothbrush safe.
Babe, I made you coffee.
A few moments later.
Thank you, Thandiwe, and welcome to the team. With what has been shared, we decided to take the ad to the streets to find out what people actually thought of it. We're very intentional in engaging Gen Zs because they are more about the culture and the overall meaning of things that they experience, and they talk about them. So the first person that we engaged indicated that the ad is a little bit contradictory for them because their perception of Valentine's Day is the demonstration of love. And the ad came across a little bit manipulative. They also questioned the Black character that was used based on the account that they have on TikTok and the content that they put out there. And what this gentleman says is that this lady presents herself as the type of a person that will only love things that involve a lot of money spent. High standards, soft life, social media type of girl. So when they viewed the ad, they immediately understood that this person is not about going to McDonald's maybe as a way of demonstrating your love. They were more around wanting the finer things in life, which they would appreciate. The second person that we engaged said that they watch a lot of ads on social platforms. They're very intentional about that. They don't watch much television. And what they then said was every time they came across this ad, or when the ad was fed to them, they would quickly skip through it because it's very hard to watch. And it was nasty. That's what they said. And their parting shot was, we wish that they had taken a different approach to the ad. Another one, which was a very interesting conversation, stated that they had to watch the ad twice in order to understand what they're trying to say. They felt that the ad was brilliant and it was eye-catching. But their parting shot was they wonder if people will actually have the time and the intention to watch the ad over and over, or to study the ad over and over to understand the brilliance of it. The last person said that they cannot believe that this ad was approved and it has gone live because it is absolutely distasteful. So based on the insights that we further gathered on the street, our take of the ad was that the target market was more around Gen Zs, I suppose, with the character that these, particularly with the black lady. And we thought it's very important for us as marketers to do a little bit of research on the people that we engage with. Whilst I understand that the brand has always done things outside the box, they created that toothbrush ad years ago, and they've brought it back and probably added the black lady, I think, based on some of the comments that we saw on the toothbrush ad that was 8 years ago. I think one of the comments was, "You guys never use black people," so they thought to bring in a black lady and carry the narrative that they've carried. It's an interesting one because yes, there are perceptions around Valentine's Day of the demonstration of love, of being very mushy, and that is what the market expects of us. So this begs the question, right, that when people expect a certain thing from a particular brand based on consistency, right, do we give people what they want as creatives, or do we perpetuate the brand as being disruptors? Because this ad is really more of a disruptive thing. And when you disrupt, there are always positives to it, and you'll also get a little bit of backlash in the market. But at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves that how many people will actually get the disruption? Do we perpetuate the disruption until they eventually get it? Will they actually get it? Or will we lose people? The reason I'm saying this is because in some of the social media comments we saw when we were doing a bit of research on this, some people actually then started talking about the brand Netflorist, and that their customer experience has not necessarily been great. Some also indicated that they've actually stopped following Netflorist based on this ad, but I think there are other factors that contribute to that. So as people that are consistently trying to push boundaries within the confinement of the market that we're in, this is definitely a conversation starter. And as somebody that saw the ad for the first time, it triggered quite a number of emotions, which is brilliant as a marketer, because with the ad that you put out there, definitely has to trigger an emotion. For some, it might have been rage. For some, it might have been a little bit of confusion, as we shared on the insights we got on the street. And for some, it was absolutely brilliant, but brilliant after you've watched it a number of times and you've interrogated it as we have. But at the end of the day, it begs the question, did what Netflorist do trigger a positive reaction, and a positive reaction in a sense of, did it get people to purchase? I am aware that with what they had created on the social platforms, they then followed it up with direct mailers. I think I got about 4 mailers talking about Valentine's Day and giving me options on things to buy on my email. I'm also aware that with the backlash that they got on TikTok specifically, they removed the ad altogether and they just put out a safe rendition of it, being just the short clips of ideas on what to get for your partner, which is a positive thing as well for the brand, because it demonstrates that there's listening, right, on their end, and they test out how the markets receive it. So we are very interested to hear what everybody has to say about it, and also from a marketing perspective, what it means. So from a professional perspective, what it means for you and how you've perceived it. And then also from a consumer perspective, what did it trigger in you guys? Do you share the same sentiments with people that feel it's completely distasteful? Do you share the same sentiments with people that feel that it's absolutely brilliant? So we are very, very keen to hear what you guys say, and we encourage these conversations because our intention is to continuously talk about what is happening in the market and things that have stuck out for us. And we wish you well and have a wonderful weekend ahead. We will engage with you guys again next week, Friday. It could be sooner because there's something very topical happening right now around 2 brands that offer the same solution. So maybe in the next couple of days, we'll also just unpack that a little bit because it's still hot and we want to talk about it. We don't want to wait until next week, Friday. So share your thoughts, guys. We welcome them. And we also welcome you indicating whether you're happy with us in sharing what we share and in the way that we share it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.